and welcome to Barre with Mary. It is day 1 of your 5-day Feel Good Challenge. So each class is going to be right around 30 minutes, and the whole goal here is to feel good, just like the name implies. I want you to feel strong, I want you to feel accomplished, and I just want you to feel like you're back in your body. So if you're doing this in real time, it's a fantastic way to start the new year. And if you're doing this later, fantastic. It's always great to take a few days to check back in with yourself, and that is the goal here. You're checking back in with you. So to start, you have a full body class. We are going to use a set of light weights. These are 2-pounders. If you don't have 2-pound weights or any weights, that's totally fine. Go grab a can of beans, or 2 cans of beans really, or fill up 2 water bottles and just set them off to the side. Those will be perfect for weights. Wherever you have in your hand, go ahead and set it to the side and start with your feet in parallel. I'm going to turn in profile so you can see what my spine is doing. Heels underneath the sits bones, and take a little softness to your knees. Just take a few moments and breathe. It might be the first time you've really checked in with your breath today, and it's a really important thing to do before you start to work the body and strengthen the body. Check in with the spine. Notice here if your pelvis is slipping back or forward, and really try to line yourself in neutral. So your sits bones are pointing straight down. Inhale, feel the sides of the wings, waist lengthen. Exhale, hug the lower ribs in. Yes. Now from here, I want you to send the fingertips overhead on an inhale. As I exhale, I want you to hinge forward, keeping the spine really long. Inhale, bend the knees, come into your squat, hips are reaching way back. And on an exhale, let everything go. And then roll up gently, 1 vertebrae at a time. Do that again. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, bend the knees, hips back. Exhale, release. 1 more time. Inhale, fingertips up. Exhale, hinge it forward. Inhale, bend, hold that. And just sweep the arms back, open the chest. Sweep the arms forward. Sweep them back. And sweep them forward. So you get a little bit of movement here now through the shoulder joints. Just opening up to the chest. And it's always good to just lubricate the joints a little bit, especially before we come onto our hands for our first plank. 2 more. Inhale back. Exhale forward. Last one. Inhale back. Now hold the arms forward. Bring the hands to heart center. Lift her right heel. Left heel. Go. Right. Left. So here you want to keep the spine really long. So you feel the tips of the ears reaching towards the wall in front of you, and you feel the hips reaching back to the baseboard behind you. 4, 3, 2. Now I want you to keep that left heel lifted, step the left foot behind you and rotate to face me, turning the legs out. Slide the hands down to the inner thighs and just take a minute to rock side to side, letting the hips open. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, twist, left shoulder to right knee. Come back to center on your inhale. Switch. 1 more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Last one, inhale, center. Exhale, twist. Now inhale to center, and as you exhale, twist all the way to the right, kind of all fours. Press down through the palms, bring the knees under the hips, and go ahead and tuck your toes. Push down through all 10 finger pads, and then really feel your shoulder blades spread along your back. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And on your exhale, hover the knees just a few inches off the mat. Really simple, strong hold here in your bear plank. So the ears draw forward. The low belly lifts up to help lengthen the low back. And you feel power down through all 10 fingers. Really actively squeeze the thumbs in towards center and feel your collarbones widen. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, feel your sits bones squeeze in and your low belly lift. You're going to lift the hips high to a downward dog in 4, in 3, in 2. Lift the hips high, downward dog. Press them out away. And feel free to pedal through the feet. Slowly transitioning from our warm-up into a little bit longer, deeper plank. Inhale. Exhale, lift the heels, bend the knees, come right back to that bear plank position. If this is too much, tap your knees down anytime. You're going to take right hand to left shoulder, left hand to right shoulder, Right taps left, left taps right. So the goal here is to stay slow and strong. Notice if you're lifting the hip of the opposite leg. So really feel your hips stay square as you tap shoulder. You're hugging the hip bones in on the front side of the body. And staying really soft through the face and through the neck. 4 more, go for it. 3, 2, last one, downward dog, hips high. One more time, feel free to pedal through the feet. Maybe you shake the head out. Inhale. On your exhale, lift the heels high. Bend the knees, come right back to that bear plank. Knees are under the hips. Hands are under the shoulders. Feel free to walk your hands back if you need to. From here, knees tap the mat. Lift up. Little tap, little lift. Little down an inch, up an inch. Drop it down, lift it up. Yes. So notice here if your rib cage has started to flare open. Use your exhale to wrap your front low ribs in and draw them up. 4 more, go 4. 3, you're almost there, go 2. Tap the knees down, child's pose, big toes together. Knees maybe open a little wider as you crawl the fingertips forward. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Walk yourself up to a seat and swing your legs out in front of you. Now from here, I want you to bend the knees. I want you to press the feet down into the mat. If that does not feel successful for you, flex the feet and lift the toes. That's totally fine. Send the fingertips forward and sit really tall on your inhale. As you exhale, I want you to start by tipping your pubic bone towards your belly button. It's just a little movement. Inhale up. Exhale, pubic bone draws up to belly button. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, pubic bone up. Last one. Now I want you to hold the tip of your pelvis. So your pubic bone is drawing up, and I want you to roll down just 2 more inches. Yes. So now your sacrum is pressing down into your mat. The sacrum is that triangular bone at the very base of the spine. I want you to press that down into the mat. Catch a hold of the back of the thighs for a little bit more support. Go back an inch, up an inch. Little back, little lift, little back, little lift. Now if your hip flexors are immediately engaged here, go ahead and hold on. That's totally fine. Holding on is a fantastic way to really soften the hips, take some of the pressure off of the hips, and allow yourself to focus on the abdominals. It's really modifications. They're the best. Taking a modification never ever means you're not strong enough. It means you're working really smartly. Smartly? I don't sound smartly saying it like that. 4 more, go 4. It means you're working well. How about that? Go 2. Last one, hold it there. If your hands are lifted, flip your palms to face the ceiling. Inhale, lift them up. Exhale, press them down. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. As you lift, I want you to lengthen your spine. And as you press, I want you to scoop your pubic bone up towards your belly button. Yes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, press. 2 more. It's inhale up. It's exhale down. Yes. Last one. Lift it up. Now I want you to hold that down and just reach little right, little left, little right, little left. So gliding the hands to either side of your shins. Right fingers reach toward right pinky toe. Left fingers reach toward left pinky toe. It's a little twist, little twist. You can do this with your hands behind your legs. That's absolutely fine. You have 4 sets, 3 sets, 2. The last one right, the last one left. Hands pressed together and draw to the heart. Right leg is gonna lift, lower, left leg lift, lower, keep going, lift. Now if you want a little more, you're gonna twist towards the right, towards the left. Now what I wanna challenge you to do is keep the thumbs at the center of the chest. so that it's not the shoulders that are twisting here, it's the ribs. You take it bottom rib to opposite hip, bottom rib, opposite hip, little twist, center, little twist, center. At any point, feel free to hold on behind your thighs. Go 4 sets. Yes, breathe. Last 2. Last one goes right, center, last one left. Extend the arms, inhale. Exhale. Again, inhale. As you exhale, roll it all the way back. 3, 2, don't get comfy, take it up. 3, all the way up to a seat. Again, it's back. 2, fingertips reach the ceiling, exhale. All the way up. 2 more, go back. 1 vertebrae at a time. Go up. Sit tall, last one, go back. 2, 3, great news, hold it here. Use your exhale to float your legs up to a tabletop position. Now if this is too much, tap your toes back to the mat anytime. Inhale, lengthen the spine. Exhale, ribs hug in. And down to the mat. Right toe is lower towards the mat. Lift them up, switch. Left toe is lower. And lift. Now if you're feeling this in your hips more than in your deep core, I want you to take all 10 toes back down to the mat. So you'd look like this. Heels would be lifted. You would lift one leg to a march, and you'd lift the other leg to a march. Okay, so you're really allowing the hips to soften. If you feel okay, keep going in this lifted position. As you lower one leg, take a minute and focus on the opposite leg. Is it creeping in towards your face? Yeah, mine does all the time. I totally feel you. But what you want to do is be sure you're really stabilizing the abdominals so that it's not a counterbalance of opposite knee coming towards you that lets your leg lower, right? It's the strength of the abdominals hugging in and down. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen and soften. Exhale. 4 more like that. And lift. Hands can be wherever it feels comfortable for you. The last 2, go lower down. Lift it up. Last one, lower it down. Hold that lift. Send the fingertips up to the ceiling if they're not already there. Inhale. On your exhale, curl head, neck, and shoulders off your mats. You're in this low J position, yeah? Long spine, little curvature to the upper spine. From here, a little reach up, hold. Little reach, hold. Great news, if you need neck support, so easy for you to take it here. Please don't hesitate to. Little up, hold. Little up, hold. 2 more. Hold that curl up. Extend the legs to the ceiling. Turn the legs out so just the heels are touching. And start to take a little cross of your legs. So you go right, left, cross, cross, criss, cross. You can stay right here. Hands can be behind the head for support. Or you can lower the legs 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift them up. 3, 2. Do it again. It's lower. 3, 2, 1. And it's lift. Feeling the fire through the inner thighs. 2 more. Go lower. 3, 2, 1. Lift it up. 3, 2. The last one. Take it down for 4. 3, 2. Take it up for 4. 3, 2. Squeeze the heels. Inhale. Exhale. Lower your legs 2 inches. And hold. Do it again. Inhale. Exhale. Lower the legs 2 more inches. Sits bone squeeze in. Low belly pulls down 1 more time. Inhale. Exhale. Legs lower. You breathe, you hold, you lengthen. You're here for 4. You're here for 3. You're here for 2. Hug the knees into the chest. You made it. Let the feet drop down to the mat. Heels are going to be in line with the sits bones. Take an inhale here. And as you exhale, I want you to press your low back down into the mat and then lift your pubic bone up to the ceiling. So you're hovering your seat just a few inches off your mat. Drop the seat down. Push through the heels, lift it up. Drop it down. Push through the heels. Now as you lift your seat, take your hands to your ribs. Really hug the ribs in and feel them drawing down to the mat as you lift your seat up. So it's not that you're lifting and arching through your low back here, flaring open through the ribs, right? You're keeping the ribs hugging in and drawing down. 2 more. Lift it up, lower it down. Last one, I want you to hold that lift. I want you to push down through your heels. And without actually moving your feet, imagine dragging the heels back in towards the sits bones and feel how much you can fire up your hamstrings. Keep that. Shift your weight into your left foot. Cross your right ankle over like a figure 4 stretch. Go little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. You're pushing down through your left heel. Your right hip is lifted in line with your left. So it's easy here to let that right hip drop down to the mat. I want you to push through your left heel. And then I want you to use your exhale to soften your rib cage down, just like you did earlier when you were holding it in place. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3. Hold the lift and just push down more through your left heel. One more time, imagine drawing that left heel back in towards your left sits bone. Yes, so you really fire up that left glute, gorgeous. From here, tabletop that right leg and lower it down to tap. Lift it up just like you did a few minutes ago in your abdominal work. Take it down to tap, lift it up. You can even use your breath. In fact, I encourage you to exhale, inhale. It's still abdominal work. Exhale. For me, I feel this a lot more in my supporting glute than in my abdominals, but it is abdominal work, absolutely. 2 more. Exhale. Inhale, it's all relative, right? Last one. Hold the lift, send those right toes up to the ceiling. Start to lift it, little up, little up, little press, pushing through the left heel. If this is too intense with the right leg lifted, come back to that figure 4 variation. It's a little bit less intense. Still intense. Lift it up. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, hold it. Inhale. Exhale. Ribcage softens. Face softens. Now, could you lower that right leg halfway down to the floor? You're going to feel a lot more work in the left glute. Could you squeeze your inner thighs together to touch? Yes, and really feel the heat build in that left glute. Let's go, lift it up. Go, lift, 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 lift. Little up, little up, little up. Things are going to change. You're rolling onto your right side. Now I am going to do a very ungraceful flip around so that I'm still facing you. But you don't have to do that. You're there in 16, 15. Right side to the mat in 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Right side to the mat. You can rest your head in your hands, or you can lay yourself all the way down. Bend your knees and allow the heels to come in line with the hips. From here, really actively squeeze your heels together. Left thigh bone, open up. Left thigh closes. Go open it up and squeeze it down. So before you lift the leg, I want you to really squeeze your heels together. And that's going to activate the glutes even more. So think squeeze and lift. Slowly lower, yeah. Heel squeeze, lift. Slowly lower, 2 more. Heel squeeze, lift. Last one, hold the lift. Press a little back with that left thigh bone. Little back, little press, little press. So my heels continue to squeeze together. This top left hip is going to want to roll open, especially as we keep going here. So see if you can take a hand to it, and as a little reminder, anchoring it directly over the right hip. You have 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. From here, I want you to squeeze the inner thighs together. Flex that left foot and extend the left leg long, keeping all 5 toes pointing me. Lower the foot down the mat. Squeeze the lift. Go lower it down. Squeeze the lift. So my left heel, my left hip, and my left shoulder are ideally all in one long line with each other. 2 more full range. Lower it down. Lift it up. Last one. Now hold that lift, and from here, go bend stretch. bend, stretch, bend, stretch. So it's a little tiny bend of the knee, but more importantly, it's a huge extension, shooting energy out through my left heel and squeezing the side of my left glute. That's where I'm hoping you're feeling this. Reach, reach. If you're really not feeling this as much as you would like, play with internally rotating a little bit, meaning you take the pinky toe and rotate it down towards the floor. I can get you a little deeper into the glute, yeah. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Pull that left knee into the left elbow, hold it there. Now from here, I want you to kick that left foot forward and bend it in, yes. Kick it forward, bend it in. Now it may not be as close to your face as mine is, that's totally fine. It can be down here. All that I care about is that you're feeling this in the outer left glute. 2 more little. You take it, reach it out, and bend it in. Now hold that extension. Really think about rotating your left pinky toe down, and from here, a little up, little lift, little lift, little lift. Here's where that top left hip is gonna wanna really roll back. Anchor it directly over your right. Feel the bottom right oblique muscles lifting to help support you here. Yes, you have one variation left for this left side seat. You're there in 8, 7, 6. Go 4, 3, 2. Hold it and just kick your face. Little up, little in, little in. So obviously I'm nowhere near my face, but the idea is there, right? Of the big toe coming towards my nose. Little kick, little kick. This is your left side seat. This is it. You don't even have a hold. So could you extend that left leg longer? Could you reach energy out through the left heel just a little bit deeper and come closer to your face for 8, 7, leg gets higher. You're here for 4, 3, 2, lay back on your back. Plant your feet. Heels are in line with the sits bones. Inhale. Exhale, rib cage softens. Heels press into the mat and you hover your seat just a few inches off of the mat. Inhale, seat drops down. Exhale, lift it up, short set. Inhale down, exhale lift, inhale down, exhale lift. Last one, you're gonna hold that lift, push through the heels, and energize the heels back in towards the sits bones. Really fire up the hamstrings. Weight shifts into the right foot, left ankle crosses, figure 4. Start to lift your seat. Go, little lift, little up, little up. So again, now it's going to be the left hip that wants to drop. Keep your left hip in line with your right. Rib cage continues to soften down. And you feel the weight pushing down through your right heel here. Yes, 8 more, let's go. 8, 7, 6, 3, 2, hold it. Tabletop that left leg. Hips stay square, left toes lower to the mat. We'll lift it up. Left toes lower, left toes lift. Exhale, inhale. So again, even though you're probably a lot more focused on your right glute here, this is 100% abdominal work. So as your left toes lower, I want you to hug your ribs in, draw your pubic bone up, and feel the strength in the low belly. Lower it down. Lift it up, you have 3 more. Go down and down. Lift up and up, 2 more. Lower and tap. Lift it up, last one. Left toes extend up to the ceiling. Go a little up, little up, little up. Again, if this is too much, go back to that figure 4 variation, crossing your left ankle over your right thigh. Hands can be wherever it feels good for you. Whatever you need to do, you can flip me off if you need to, whatever gets you through the seat work. You have 8 more lifts. Go 8, 7, lift that left hip up. Go 4, 3, 2, hold it. Now you can stay, or you can see what it feels like to lower your left leg halfway down. A lot more intensity into the right glute. You can stay, but you can squeeze your inner thighs together and really feel the glute fire up. Lift your seat, go, little lift, little lift, little lift, little lift. Notice if your rib cage is flaring open here. Soften it down, yes, relax your face, relax your shoulders. In 16, you're rolling onto your left side. 8, 4, 3, 2, roll onto your left side. Again, I'm gonna do a little spin move, you don't have to. You can rest your head in your left hand. Knees bend, heels are in line with the sits bones. Heels squeeze, you lift that right thigh open. Squeeze it down. Go lift and lift. Go lower, lower. So again, squeeze the heels, then lift. Slowly lower, yeah, you've got it. Squeeze, then lift. Slowly lower. Trying to bring my shoulders and hips in one long line, 3 more. This top right hip stays stacked throughout all of these variations. Last one, you're gonna hold the open, squeeze your heels deeper and just press little back, little press, little press, little press. Yes. Left side body is lifting up to help support you. Shoulders are nice and soft. You're here for 8, 6, you're here for 4, 3, 2, inhale, squeeze the inner thighs together. Exhale, press to that right heel, extend the right leg long, lower the right leg all the way down. Lift it all the way up. Go lower down, and lift and lift. So all 5 toes of that right foot are pointing straight forward. So you're continuing to work in this parallel position. If you're not feeling it, you can absolutely right here start to play with a little internal rotation, meaning your pinky toe points down to the floor. Now that rotation is going to come all the way up from the hips, right? So you're rotating the thigh bone in and down. The pinky toe is just a great point of reference. 2 more. Lift it up. Lower it down. I want you to hold this lift. Extend energy through that right heel and just lift, little up, little lift, little lift, little lift. Here's where that top right hip starts to roll back. Keep it nice and stacked. You can always take a hand on top as a little reminder, little cue for yourself. Lift it up, little lift, keep going. Just gonna slide myself back here. Make sure I'm in the frame. Go 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2, right knee pulls in. Now from here, you're gonna extend that right leg straight toward me. Bend it in. Yes, extend it long. Bend it in. Go reach along. Bend it in. Now your knee does not have to be up by your elbow. You could be at 45 degrees here. You're still gonna be working that right seat. 2 more, extend. And bend. Now I want you to hold that extension. Pinky toe might rotate down a little more. Go a little lift, little lift, little lift, little up. Notice if you're gripping in your shoulders or in your jaw. I have a tendency to really lift my eyebrows up in this one. So try to soften your face. As you lift for 8 more, go 8, 7, 6. You have 1 final variation. In 3, in 2, hold that lift. Go a little in, little kick, little kick. Top right hip continues to stack directly over the bottom. Remember, you don't have a hold. This is it for this right side seat. So really stretch energy out through that right heel. You kick in 8, 7, can you lift the leg a little higher? You're here for 4, 3, 2, on your belly, child's pose, big toes together, knees wide, walk the hands back. Big inhale, big exhale. Grab your weights and bring yourself all the way up to stand. We are gonna fly right through our thigh and arm work. Left foot forward, right foot back. Take one weight in either hand. Bend both knees and come low here into a lunge. So my left knee is directly over my left ankle, and my back right knee is directly under my right hip. I'm gonna square the pelvis, and then I'm gonna hinge my torso forward here. So nothing changed the shape of my legs, I'm just hinging forward. From there, I want you to send the arms long, rotate the palms to face the ceiling. Bicep curl, reach it out, yes. Go bicep curl, add the legs. You're gonna rise all the way up, come all the way down. Push that front left heel to bring you up. And press that back right hip forward as you come down. 2 more. And lower. Last one. Now I want you to hold your hips low and bend your arms in half. Really squeeze the weight and press your arms up to in line with your armpits. Squeeze them down. Arms press up. Arms squeeze down. And yes, push down through that front left heel. And then really pull your front left hip bone back. So you're nice and squared through the pelvis. That back right heel is lifted high. And you're bringing the right knee down closer to the mat. 2 more, go lift it up. Squeeze it down. Last one, hold that lift. Little bicep curl, squeeze it in, go little squeeze, little squeeze. Now option, add the hips, drop them, little down, little drop, little drop. Shoulders are soft. Spine is nice and long, and I want you to really grab the weights or the beans or the water bottles, whatever you have, for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Quarter turn, face me. Find that wide turnout position. Arms are going to extend long. I want you to flip your palms to face me. Elbows squeeze in, out, a little in. Now add the hips, go, little drop, little reach, little squeeze, little reach. Yes. Heels are pressing down to the mat. And then without actually moving, I want you to energetically pull your heels in towards center. So you really feel a fire through the inner thighs and through the base of the seat. 4 more, go. 4, 3, 2, keep the arms long. Rotate the palms down. Little down, little up, little down, little up, little down, little up. Reach energy out through both sets of knuckles. Push down through your heels and feel your inner thighs press back, but almost like butterfly wings. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Legs stay low, sweep the arms overhead. Bring the weights together. Squeeze your elbows in. And from here, you're gonna bend the arms so the weights come behind the head. Press the left. Bend it down. Press the left, relax your shoulders. And notice if your rib cage started to flare open. Soften it down. Yes, 2 more, full range. Draw it down. Lift it up. Last one. Now I want you to draw the arms down and hold them there. Yes, now from here, your arms go a little up, little up. Add the legs. Take it, little up, little up. Elbows are squeezing in towards center. Up, little up. So a slightly different feeling than dropping down, right? I find this more engaging in the top of my quads. You're here for 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Squeeze the elbows in, hold. Go in, hold. Yes. Go in, hold. Hold that squeeze and sink the hips lower. Now could you slide your elbows back a few more inches and squeeze them in towards your ears? 4, turning right in 3. Get lower, it's 2. Turn to the right, back heel lifts high. Send the knees down low, upright lunge. Left knee under the left hip. Right knee is right over the right ankle. From here, I want you to sweep the arms back behind you in a tricep extension and hinge your torso forward. Now from here, you're gonna rise up, sweep the arms forward. Sweep the arms back as you lower down. Yes, it's lift and lift. Lower, hinge forward. Lift it up. Lower and hinge. As you rise, push through that front right heel and really feel your right hip draw back. As you lower, lift your back left heel high and press your left hip forward. 2 more. Lift it up. Lower it down. Last one. Now I want you to hold that low position. Arms go a little up, little lift, little lift, little lift. Yes. Palms are facing each other. Knuckles are reaching long. So you're really squeezing with the triceps here. Collarbones are wide. And you're stamping down through that front right heel, pulling your right hip bone back. Lift up. 8, 7, 6. You're here for 4, 3, 2. Flip the palms to face the floor and drop the hips. Let's go. Little drop, little drop. So arms are strong and steady. Hips are dropping down. Little drop, little drop. Yes. Collarbones wide. Right hip pulls back. Go 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it. Breathe. Inhale. exhale. One more time. Your quarter turning to face me, not yet. 4, get lower. 3, get lower. 2, quarter turn, face me this time. External rotation, but the heels come together. Lift them slightly. Send the knees forward. Should you squeeze your elbows in towards your side. Now squeeze your heels together. Lift your heart. Lower the hips. 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift up halfway. Squeeze the heels, yes. Go lower. 3, 2, 1. Lift up halfway. Woo. Add the arms and go press. 2, 3, 4. Squeeze. Squeeze the heels. 2 more, go lower. 2, 3, 4. Lift up. Squeeze the heels. You've got this. Last one, go down. 2, you know you're gonna hold it. Squeeze the heels together. Heart is lifted. Right arm, left arm. Right arm, left arm. Yes. This is it for class. You're almost there. Okay, you have a stretch. Finishing this narrow V position. So my heels are together, but my knees are all in a diamond shape, right? Because my toes are out. So my knees are simply tracking over my second and third toe. Really squeeze the heels and stay low. As you tire, you're gonna start to lean forward. Keep the chest lifted. You can do this. 2 more, go in. Go in. Last one goes, the right arm. Left arm, hold it out. Go, little press, little press. In opposition, drop the hips, go, little drop. You have your final hold on deck. You're almost there. Keep the wrist long. Keep the shoulders soft. 16, 15. Squeeze the heels. Breathe. You're here for 8, 6. You're here for 4. Yes, draw the arms in halfway. Extend them long, thumbs are up to the ceiling. Squeeze the heels, lift the chest, and get low. Lower, lower. This is it. 8, get lower. 7, squeeze the heels. 6, close your eyes, go inside. 4, 3, 2, whoo, forward fold. Oh, geez Louise. Turn your heels and your toes to parallel and just enjoy a forward fold. You can sway from side to side. Obviously, feel free to set your weights down. Maybe you grab a hold of opposite elbow and swing. Inhale. Exhale. Release your fingertips to the mat and lower yourself all the way down to your seats. Beautiful. Whew. Take that left leg long. Bend the right leg in. I'm gonna get my weights out of the way here. Sweep the right fingertips up and over. Big side stretch. Anchor down through both sits bones. Ooh, that was challenging thigh work, if I do say so myself. Inhale. Exhale, rotate your chest up to the ceiling. You can almost use this left forearm as a little anchor, pressing it into your leg to help rotate the chest a little more. Big inhale. Big exhale. Gently rise up and switch sides. Extend that right leg. Bend the left leg in and sweep the left fingertips up and over. Big side stretch. Push the left hip down here. Take a big inhale. As you exhale, let your chest rotate to the ceiling. Again, you can use your right forearm almost like an anchor here, really pressing it into your leg to help rotate the chest a little more. Inhale. Exhale. Gently come up to a seat. Come over onto all fours. Take a cat-cow or any variation thereof. So it could be an inhale, drop the belly, lift the hearts. And an exhale, round the spine. Or if you'd rather take some rolls, some side-to-side swings, really take a minute and check in. What feels good? This crazy concept, this thing that we don't often check in with on our body. What feels good? For me, my quads are still on fire, so I'm just kind of swinging the hips side to side, loosening up. And then from there, walk yourself all the way back to a seat. Big toes are together. Let the knees sweep open. Right hand's gonna come behind you and the left arm is gonna sweep up as you lift the hips, pushing down to the top of the left foot and lifting that left hip bone up so you really feel a stretch to the left quadricep. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And as you exhale, switch sides. Left hand back, right arm high, top of the right foot presses down, right hip lifts up, and you open the chest. Inhale. Exhale. One more time, big breath in. Big breath out. Gently lower the seat. Bring the knees back in line with the heels and come back to all fours. Keeping your hips lifted high. Walk your hands forward for a puppy dog pose. So the forehead is going to melt down into the mat. The sits bones are going to lift high here, and you allow your chest to open. Join me for 2 big breaths here. Ready? Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Gently walk yourself back up to all fours. Find a comfortable seated position, whatever that means for you right now. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale. You did it. That was your day 1 full body bar class. Amazing, amazing work. I will see you tomorrow. Yes, you will be back tomorrow. And we're gonna do it together. We've got upper body work tomorrow. It's gonna be fantastic. I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you soon.